far, far away, where the skies shimmered with floating colors and the clouds looked like scoops of whipped dream cream, there was a village called Luminara Vale. It was the kind of place where ordinary things became extraordinary. Lanterns didn't just hang. They drifted through the air like soda bubbles that forgot how to pop. Trees didn't just sway. They hummed lullabies in the evening. And houses had doors with little faces carved into them that smiled every time someone came home. But the most unusual thing in all of Luminara Vale was a magician named Pippo the Peculiar. Now, Pippo wasn't peculiar in a bad way. Not at all. He was spectacularly peculiar. His magic didn't sparkle. It exploded like rainbow fireworks. His spells didn't whisper. They giggled, wriggled, and occasionally... Even his tall, crooked magician's hat didn't behave. It sneezed glitter with the force of a mini tornado. Children adored him. Adults found him unpredictable. And cats? Cats followed him everywhere, hoping his spells would accidentally create floating fish. One bright morning, Pippo stepped outside to practice his newest spell. His boots glowed like neon jelly. His wand hummed like a bee who had too much honey. He flicked the wand and shouted, "Zippity, zappity, rainbow, twist!" Boom! A giant swirl of rainbow dust puffed out and turned into a massive, spinning marshmallow tornado. It sucked Pippo up, whirled him around, and sent him tumbling onto the grass with his hair looking like cotton candy. And from somewhere above came a loud, echoing, "That was hilarious!" Pippo froze. Who said that? He looked up. There, perched on an old, crooked tree branch, was a sleek black crow with bright silver eyes and feathers that shimmered like they were dipped in stardust. But this crow wasn't just cawing. He was laughing. Actually, howling with laughter, wings wrapped around his belly. The laughing crow arrives. "Oh, my stars!" the crow gasped between fits of cawing. "That marshmallow tornado! Best spell ever!" You talk?" Pippo asked, completely stunned. "I talk, I laugh, I climb into trouble," the crow chirped proudly. "Name's Crinkle. Crinkle the Laughing Crow. And you, my sparkly friend, are the funniest magician alive." Pippo blushed. His hat sneezed glitter again. "I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm practicing serious magic." Crinkle. "Serious? You summoned a dessert tornado." Pippo, but couldn't help smiling. "All right then. You try to watch quietly while I do a real spell." Crinkle sat on a branch and saluted. "Proceed, O wizard of wand-wobbling wonders." Pippo raised his wand with dramatic flair. "Mystico, fantastico, dragon flame, glitter, go!" Poof! A puff of smoke appeared, then grew, and suddenly a wiggly little bubble dragon popped out. It hiccuped, and each hiccup created a floating bubble that turned into tiny flying carrots. The carrots started chattering angrily and chased Pippo around. Crinkle fell off the branch. "Veggie attack! This is gold!" Pippo ran, tripped, rolled, and finally hid behind a bush. When he peeked out, Crinkle was wiping tears of laughter. "You know," Crinkle said, "I think your magic is perfect just the way it is." Pippo, "You do?" "Of course," Crinkle chirped. "It's weird. It's wild. It's you." Pippo looked down at his wand and murmured, "Sometimes I wish I could be like the great magicians, controlled, elegant, respected." Crinkle hopped closer. "Why? The world has enough quiet magicians, but only one, Pippo the Peculiar." For the first time, Pippo felt a tiny spark of pride, but their moment was interrupted by, suddenly, the sky darkened. The lanterns fell still. The singing trees went silent. A cold whisper blew through the valley. "Pippo," Crinkle said, "something's coming." They turned and saw a swirling black fog rising from the edge of the village. It twisted into the shape of a tall figure with glowing, angry eyes. The villagers screamed and ran. "It's the Gloomshade Phantom," someone said. "He steals the joy from the village." Pippo's heart dropped. He had heard stories. The phantom fed on fear and sadness. It glided toward the village square, sucking the colors from lanterns, flowers, and even the sky. Pippo trembled. I don't know if my magic can stop that." Crinkle puffed out his feathers. "You don't need perfect magic. You need your magic." Pippo stepped forward, shaking but determined. The phantom, "Little magician, you cannot stop me." Pippo, "Maybe not alone." Crinkle flew to Pippo's shoulder. "But he's not alone." Pippo raised his wand. He didn't try a fancy spell. He tried his spell. "Coloro, brighto, joy, spark, boom!" For a moment, nothing. Then, kapow! A gigantic burst of color exploded into the sky. Swirls of laughter, twists of music, glittery marshmallows, tap-dancing carrots, bubble dragons. A confetti rainstorm! "Ah!" the phantom screeched. Joyful magic burned him like sunlight. Crinkle cackled. "More, Pippo! Give him the full weirdness!" Pippo spun, jumped, waved, wiggled, and unleashed every wild spell he'd ever made. Flying jelly beans, giggling flowers, rainbow tornadoes, sparkling frog choirs. The phantom shrieked as cracks of light appeared in his smoky body. With a final yell, Pippo thrust his wand forward. Happiness! Maximus! Super Blast! A huge wave of colorful energy roared out and shattered the phantom into glittery dust. The sky brightened. Lanterns floated again. Flowers sang in harmony. Villagers cheered. "Pippo saved us! Crinkle the Crow, too! Hooray for the peculiar magician!" Pippo blinked in disbelief. They like my magic?" "No," Crinkle corrected. "They love your magic." Pippo smiled, eyes misty. "Thank you, Crinkle. Without you, I wouldn't have believed in myself." Crinkle puffed proudly. "What are friends for?" The moral of the story. True magic comes from being yourself. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. Your uniqueness, your quirks, your weirdness, your laughter is what makes the world brighter.